Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Hey, 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 what's going on, beautiful people? Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope that you've had an amazing day thus far. I know that I am. And so I wanted to come on here really quickly to share something with you all. And for those of you that are not aware, I have declared May to be Money May. And so if you watched my live about maybe 2 days ago, you know a little bit about that. And so today I'm going to be talking to you all about how there are many people out there waiting to bless you. And I am going to give one person that is watching this live an opportunity to get some money as well, because I'm going to give some money away during this live stream. So it behooves you, darling, to stay on till the end and to also follow instructions so that you could be one of the people that I cash app some money to. So with that being said, if you are watching me live, let me know where you're watching me from. Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from tonight, this morning, this evening, depending on where you are in the world. Let me know who is here. I need to see who's here. I need you all to follow instructions, because if you don't follow instructions, you ain't gonna win the money, honey. So go ahead and comment below. Let me know who's here. Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know who's here. And if I don't know you're here, how am I going to see you, right? How am I going to see you? How am I going to know where I need to send this cash app to? Now, don't send me your cash app right now because I didn't ask for it. If you do, you're going to disqualify yourself. Florida's in the house. Hey, Florida, how are you? Hey, 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 who else is out there? I see Florida. Who else is out there? Let me know. I see Arkansas. Hey, Charlotte. Arkansas is in the house. Hey, hey, hey. So listen, I'm going to get into what I have to share really quickly because I have like a million and nine things to do. Hey, Kendra, how are you? So let me go ahead and do my intro as I always do. Atlanta's in the house, baby. All right. So my name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books selling the bestsellers list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach, an internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of legendary Les Brown, a forex trader and investor. And I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer in my faith is exuded in all that I do. So welcome. Today I want to talk to you about how there are people right now that literally are waiting to bless you. Right now, before I get into what I want to share with you all today, like I said, I'm going to be giving away money to somebody on this live stream. Okay, so there are a couple of requirements. One, you have to be on here from the live on the beginning, like from right now, right? So it's 5:39 Eastern Standard Time. So you have to be live from this point on, and you have to stay until the end of the live stream, right? And then another thing you need to do, you need to start a watch party. Start a watch party right now with this live, right? Start a watch party. And then you have to type in watch party started. So I know, right? I need to know. And I will come back to confirm it. So don't be trying to be like, watch party started, and you know you ain't do it. Don't be that person, okay? Hey, Cleveland in the house. Hey, Teresa, how are you? So that's what I need you to do. I need you to be on here live right now until the end of the broadcast. I need you to start a watch party, right? And then at the end, I'm going to pick one person that I'm going to give this, I'm going to send the cash out to, right? They're going to have to answer a question. Whoever gets the question right, I'm going to give them the money, okay? Teresa, New York, okay, you in my neck of the woods, New York in the house. All right, y'all. So I'm waiting to see who I started the watch party, right? Because I'm taking count. Let me know, let me know. So let me get into what I want to share with you all today. There are literally people right now that are waiting to bless you. There are people right now that are waiting for you to show up in your highest good. There are people right now waiting for you to tap into the destiny, the purpose, and call on your life. There are people right now that are waiting for you to write the book. There are people right now that are waiting for you to start the restaurant. There are so many things that have been placed inside of you that people are waiting for you to step up and be that person so they can bless you, right? But too often we're so in a place where our limiting beliefs hinder us from being great. There literally is someone right now that needs your gift. There's someone right now that needs your wisdom. There is someone right now that literally is walking around aimlessly trying to figure something out, and you have their solution. And it's so funny how I could be so in tune with one of my friends. Shout out to Dr. V. Dr. V was doing a live this morning. And in her live that she was doing, she was talking about how you're needed, right? She was talking about how you've been called to show up and show out. And it's so funny because I was going to be talking about this topic yesterday, but didn't get a chance to. And as I was thinking about what she was saying, it resonated right along with this right here. How many of you have been sitting on ideas that you know God gave you? How many of you have been sitting on the business plan? This is going to be interactive, so talk to me, right? How many of you know that you should have written a book and you didn't? And let's be real. How many of you have not done so because you felt like, no, well, nobody will buy it? Or maybe you felt like, well, you know what? I don't think that I have enough money. Let me tell you something about spiritual laws, right? Because I told you all that this month, May, I've declared May to be Money May, meaning you're going to make more money than you did last month if you follow what it is that I'm teaching you. If you have the mental shift that is needed, right? And if you do the principles that I'm going to be sharing with you this month in May, when May 31st comes, you should have more money than you made last month. And I gave you all an assignment. Last time I came live, I told you all that you had to write down the amount of money that you made last month so you know exactly what you had, and to measure how this month you would have made more. Does anybody remember that assignment? And if you weren't here for that last video, make sure that you do that now. That today you write down the amount of money that you made last month, and you're going to track it to see what you make this month. And then you're going to make sure that you write down the amount that you want to make this month. And once you write down the amount that you want to make this month, you have to ensure that it is something that you believe is possible. Not just some big astronomical number that sounds good to you, but a number that actually feels like I can do this. This is obtainable. Does everybody understand? If you understand, press the number 2. If you understand, type in the number 2. Now, back to what I'm saying. You have to learn how to move from what your current circumstances are, move from what you see available to you, and start moving from a place of expectancy, moving from a place of faith, moving from a place of belief. And in you doing that, you activate something in the spiritual realm that now aligns you with the people that are waiting for you. There are people right now that are waiting to bless you that may not necessarily know your name. They may not necessarily know why they're going to bless you, but they have an inkling within them, like, I feel like I need to be doing something for you. And those are the people that God has assigned to bless you. But if you don't show up, if you're not where you need to be, both spiritually, and when I say spiritually, I'm not referring to any particular religion. I'm speaking more so on the mindset, the belief in what you've been called to do. I'm talking about in the principles of being able to attract what it is that you desire. Well, welcome, Mercedes. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And so when you tap into that place, you now can tap into where prosperity lives, right? Because prosperity and money all have a lively, they all have a frequency, right? There's a place in which they reside. In the same fashion, there's a place where prosperity resides. There's a place where peace resides. There's a place where money resides. There's also a place where depression resides, right? There's also a place where lack resides. And they're all in frequencies, right? They're all in energy. That is how you can find that you can talk to one person and you feel completely drained. Every time you talk to this person, they're always talking about what's not going right. They're always talking about how, girl, I wish I would have done this. And they're just nothing but gloom and doom, right? They live in a place of low vibrational frequency. They live in a place of doubt, lack, low thinking, right? And so when you surround yourself with those people, you tap into that frequency. How do you do that? And how you're feeling, right? Because when you're speaking to these people, you feel a certain way. You tap into it by your actions, because how you think eventually comes out of your mouth, right? Which is why the word says, out of the abundance of the mouth, the heart speaks, right? And so as you're doing that, you are now tapping into the frequency of lack, disappointment, things not going right. What I want to do is shift that way of thinking for you to tap into the place of where money lives, right? The frequency in which money lives. It's all energy. Money is energy. Everything is energy. We're energy, right? And so with that, you have to know how to tap in. And the truth is, many of you already know how to tap in, but you're so accustomed to tapping into the wrong things that when it's time for you to tap into prosperity, tap into wealth, tap into good health, you don't think it's possible because you've been in this low frequency almost all your life. When it's time to move up, it's like, oh, girl, that's too much work. Oh, I don't believe it's going to happen. No, it's the same principle. You just now have to attach it to the right things, attach it to the things that you want to actually manifest, attach it to the people. Don't you realize that there are certain people that you are attracted to, right? Why are you attracted to your most famous celebrity? Why? Why does everybody love Beyonce, right? Or whoever you like? There's a certain energy in which they carry, but also there's a certain energy that they represent. People like to see the lifestyle, right? They like to feel as if, oh my gosh, they're living it up. I like how this person is always smiling or laughing. You want to be around somebody that makes you feel a certain way. Well, how do you feel when you have all your bills paid in full? How do you feel when you can go to the bank and just take money out and not think about it? Some of you like, Sharita, I don't know. That's okay. Because I'm going to teach you how to get there, right? Because this is the thing. If you can literally tap into the feeling now before you manifest anything, before you ever have it in your hand, it has to come. It's literally like having a magnet, right? When you have a magnet and you have some metal next to the magnet, what happens? What happens? You literally have to attract what the magnet is bringing your way, right? So you have to see yourself as a magnet. Everyone type magnet. Type magnet. If you're watching me live, type magnet. You have to see yourself as a magnet. Now, once you see yourself as a magnet, you then have to now be conscious of the fact of what you are attracting to you as the magnet, right? Because we know that a magnet, if there's metal next to it, immediately it snaps together. When you look at your life, what is the consistency of the things and or people that you are attracting, right? Because I can't get to tell you about how people are waiting for you if we don't deal with this part first, right? Because the people are waiting, the opportunities are waiting, but we have to deal with this first. Does this make sense? And so now, when you can be conscious of what is taking place, now when you see, wow, every relationship I've ever been in has been abusive. Why is that? Why is that all of my friends always end up backstabbing me, right? Or somebody else's, why do I always attract rich men, but they're never faithful, right? Or why is it that I always attract great opportunities? Do you know why people, well, most people, let's just say that, why most people are attracted to LeBron James or a Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan? Why? Because they're always winning. People are attracted to winners. Thank you for your honesty, Mercedes. If you stay tuned to my page, you'll be able to do that, right? People are attracted to winners. Why? Because winners have a certain mindset. Winners have a certain vibrational frequency that they live in, right? Going back to what we said earlier on, everything has a frequency and a vibrational energy in which it resides in. right? And so winners live in a place of winning in their mind, in their spirit. They don't see themselves losing. Losing is never an option for a winner. In a winner's mind, in their soul, they know that whatever we do, it has to prosper. That's a certain type of mindset and attitude that they move from. They live from that place. So whether you put them in a country that they've never been in before, whether you put them in a new field that they have to learn something, they're going to make sure that they win. That's why no matter what they do, they win. Now, there are going to be people that hate on them for that reason. And then there'll be other people that learn and are enamored by it. Like, whoa, how? They tapped into winning. And so your mindset has to be checked, and you have to be conscious of how you are maneuvering through life. Mercedes just said that she's been, dealing with some things mentally. And that's natural, especially with what's going on in our world today. There is so much going on. There are people that are dying. There are people that are sick. There are people losing their jobs. There's a lot going on in our world today that can cause somebody to be at a lower frequency, at a low vibrational frequency. It's natural, right? I don't want to seem as if I'm not being natural or practical. But what I am saying is this: even with so much going on, you have an opportunity and an ability to tap into where you want to be conscious enough to realize that you're going down a slum mentally. But see, a lot of people don't even know that. So kudos to Mercedes, who was even able to realize that, hey, I know I'm not where I need to be. I know that my energy has been low. Consciousness is the beginning of you being able to take the steps to get to where you have to go. You can't see the comments. Nakima, depends on what page you're watching me from. I have several different platforms all at once. Maybe that's why. And so when you are now conscious of what is happening, how you're feeling, now you can do what my CEO likes to call a conscious interrupt. You're conscious, now you can change the thought. You're conscious of it, so now you can do something differently. But if you have this, unconscious incompetence, you don't know the difference. That's where most people are. Most people are going around in circles and don't realize it, right? It's like the same story about the children of Israel, walking around in circles for 40 years for an 11-day journey, right? So being conscious of that thought, and now you have to change that thought, right? Just like people that have a bad habit, whether it's smoking or whatever. If you have that person go cold turkey and don't give them another habit, a good, healthy habit, they're most likely going to go right back to where they were. So you have to now create a new habit. So if you know that most of your thoughts have been on lack, most of your thoughts have been about how much money you need to make to pay these bills, if most of your thoughts come from you complaining, now you have to change those thoughts, exchange them from, I live in opulence and abundance. I live a lavish lifestyle. Wealth and riches are in my houses. You have to go from, God gave me the power to get wealth. You now have to go from changing your thoughts, changing your verbiage, to trade it in for what you actually want. Because those are spiritual laws that are happening now. Our words are seeds, right? Our words are seeds. So because our words are seeds, that means it has to bring back a harvest, right? So you have to figure out, am I sowing the seeds that I actually want to reap? And if the answer is no, you can quickly uproot those other seeds and now begin to sow what is it you desire. And guess what happens? As you sow those seeds, you're watering it by being consistent, right? By consistently speaking on what you desire, by consistently feeling how you would feel if things were done, right? So I started off by telling you earlier on, how would you feel if all your bills were taken care of? How would you feel if you could just go to the bank and take money out whenever you wanted to? How would you feel? See, when you are able to feel, what happens? You're tapping into a certain energy again. You're tapping into a certain vibration again, right? A certain frequency. Remember, everything lives in a certain frequency. Everything that you want, everything that you need is already done. God has already blessed us, right? That's past tense. Past tense. So now we have to figure out, well, why don't we have it? Right? What do I need to do to have that? And so this is how you do it. How do you feel? When you sit back and you think about it, because most of us are not being conscious. We're not thinking about how I would feel if I had a lot of money. You don't know. Because most people, you ask them, I've done this in my coaching clients. So, well, how much money do you want to make? Oh, I don't know. I just want to make more money. Well, no, I can't help you get there. I can't help you get there if you haven't figured out a dollar amount yet. Hey, Catherine, how are you? If you don't have a dollar amount, I can't help you get there. That's no different than you saying, hey, girl, I want to go to my friend's house. She just moved to my state. And I say, what's her address? And you say, I don't know. So you don't know where she lives. You don't have her address, but you want me to help you get to her house. How many of you know we ain't getting there? Right? So that means you have to know the exact amount and the exact feeling of how it would be if you were to be at that desired place. So the fact that the people are waiting to bless you means that you have to first get in alignment in your mind, in your heart, in your belief that there are people waiting to bless you, that you expect it, right? And as you expect it, it has to come. This morning on my team's prayer inspirational call, I was speaking to them about expectation, right? And the importance on having an expectation. And as I decreed and declared that the month of May is Money May, that means I have set an expectation that in May, I'm going to make a whole lot more money, right? I set that expectation out. And so now because I set that expectation out, I'm out here looking for it, right? I'm looking to see, well, which venue or which stream is going to come from, because I know it's coming. I set the expectancy, right? I declared it. I know that it is. I feel it. So now I look and I also prepare, right? You don't prepare for anything that you don't believe is going to happen, right? You don't prepare for anything that you don't believe is going to happen. So it's no different than if you were to order something online and you order this product online, you're very specific as to what you ordered, and you get the tracking number and you're like, okay, boom. UPS said it's coming in 3 days. So here comes the third day and you're looking at your clock. You're like, wait a minute, where they at? You're making preparation. You want to make sure that you're home. You want to make sure that somebody else may be home just in case you're not there. You are preparing and operating in a place of expectancy because you know that a package is coming. If this is making sense, type yes. If this is making sense, type yes. So because you know that your package is supposed to come this particular day, you then prepare. So if we prepared for May to be Money May, if I'm now seeing that there are people waiting to bless you, are you preparing for that? Right? What does your preparation look like? For some, it may mean creating a new bank account, right? For somebody else, it may be creating what you're going to do with that money, right? For someone else, it may be seeing who you're going to bless some of that money with. See, when you start operating as if you already have something, it has to come. Remember, we are the magnets, right? We are the magnets. And because we are the magnets, we get to choose what we want to attract. Hence words like attraction, attracted, attractive, attract. That's the same thing a magnet does, right? How attractive are you? How attractive are you to the point where people want to come and bless you? And when I say how attractive are you, I'm certainly not limiting that to your personal appearance. I'm talking about the core of who you are. the way you allow other people to feel when they're around you, right? How attractive are you? Are you someone that people want to be around because you make them feel better, or perhaps you make them become better? They can learn from you. What does that look like? Yesterday I the door was knocking, and I was like, well, who was at my door? Because first of all, the doorman should have known to call me before somebody came to my door. That was number one. I was like, anybody call me? But to my surprise, someone had ordered some food and sent it to me, and I didn't even know, right? Someone that I couldn't think about. I was placing an order earlier that day, and for whatever reason, they weren't able to have it go through. And I'm moving by my business, getting things done, and then I'm getting a message saying, "Oh, your order is there. I sent you something for free. Sorry about my order earlier on." I'm like, "Well, look at God." But do you think that was by accident? Do you think that was by accident? No. Now, I may not have been aware. I may not have been expecting that particular gesture to be done from that particular person, but I am always expecting good things to happen to me and for me. And do you know why? Because I have many, 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 many seeds in the ground, right? I don't talk to people about having money month or expecting or manifesting and doing all that, and I don't have seeds in the ground. I intensified my giving even in the last week. I did a live the other day, and every time I went live, I cashed out somebody. And then I went and cashed out more people than I said I was going to do. I've been sowing seeds. I've been intentional, right? Some people you may hear say, "Oh, don't give expecting anything bad." The devil is a liar. That's not the word. Why would I believe that? Right? Because even the word tells you that men will come and give unto your bosoms, pressed down, shaken together, running over. I expect the pressed down, shaken together, running over at all times. And because I believe that, I speak it, I say it, and I also make sure that I'm a man, and man being there's no male or female, right? So man, the mankind, I make sure that I'm also that man giving to others as well, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, right? So because of that, seeds have been planted. So now the spiritual law, right, and me being the magnet now brings forth the people that I have assigned through my belief to come and bless me. Right? That's why there are things that I have experienced in my life that I didn't have the qualification for. I didn't know the right people to get there, but it's because of understanding spiritual principles, because of having great faith, great belief, and because of the fact that I am a sower. Those seeds had to come, and I attracted the opportunities in which I have. Thank you, Karen, for sharing. And you know what, Karen, I'm going to cash app you, because Karen was the only person that I saw do it. Nobody else did. And I gave y'all instructions, and I was waiting to see who's going to do it. Nobody did. So Catherine, you're going to go ahead and put your cash app, and I will send you something, my dear. I told you I'd be paying attention, follow instructions. Y'all be listening. And so that is why you want to ensure that you being the magnet, that you are strategic and intentional about all your moves. I mentioned winners earlier on. Winners are intentional about winning. Winners don't win just because. Although it may seem like it because they've been winning for so long, but no, they win because they're intentional. They're intentional about how they practice. They're intentional about the circles they keep. They're intentional about what they listen to. They're intentional about the foods that they eat. They're intentional about pretty much almost every part of their lives. Nakima, I told you to write share. Y'all got to tell me. And so because of that, they win. What is your go-to, or what are the habits that you've created to be intentional about getting things to you? Blessings to you as well. What are you creating and being intentional about? Are you intentional about attracting the right people? See, one of the key things that you can see from most wealthy people is that they have things set up for generations to come. And so that means they know what kind of schools their children are going to. Charlie, you started a watch party? You were supposed to say that. Yeah, see, I told you all, you have to say, I started a watch party. If you didn't do that, I'm going to know. So they're intentional about who their children hang around. They're intentional about what schools they go to. They're intentional about what kind of partnerships that they have. They are intentional about the type of people that they allow to be in their lives as friends. They're intentional about their spouses. They are intentional about every part of their lives, right? And so how is it that we, or some of us, because I'm not going to put me in there, some of us, not all of us, some of us, just let any and all things just come in and just, oh, that's so-and-so, and I just let them in, and, I just thought, no, oh no, honey. Let me tell you, one of the biggest differences between my sister and I, right? My sister would just go and just bring any and everybody to the house. And I would be like, girl, what are you doing? Where did you find this person? Oh, that's my friend. I'm like, you don't know them to be your friend. And if they are your friend, I need you to really check how the heck you are attracting that type of person as a friend. She would have, I don't want to sound insensitive, so I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But she would have all kinds of people coming to the house. And I'm like, oh no. Me, on the other hand, I am very strategic. I've always been like that, even as a child. I've been very particular and strategic about my friends, who I allowed to come around me. I just was not going to just go ahead and mess with anyone, right? Strategic partnerships. I made a post on my personal page a little while ago, and I was sharing with them how the people that have partnered with me, in my business, right? They have an added blessing of partnering with me. There are some added benefits, right, of doing so. There are some skill sets that I have that I charge my clients thousands of dollars to learn. They get for free by partnering with me in my business opportunity, right? And I said, who you partner with matters. I was intentional about who I partnered with, right? And so it is for you. I want you to really create a list of things in your life that you know that you have not been intentional about. Some goals that you said you have that you have not been intentional about going out there to make it happen. If we declared that May is Money May, that you're going to make more money this month than you did last month, you're going to have to be intentional about it. If you want people to know that you are present, and when I say present, I don't mean physically present, that you are here present in belief and in spirit so that they can bless you, you have to be intentional about that. You have to be intentional about the energy that you exude, intentional about the thoughts that you have, intentional about the people that you speak to, intentional about all of that. And what is your mind focused on? People watch me sometimes and I know they're thinking, oh, how did Sharita do that? And I tried to do the same thing and it didn't work. I could literally do the same thing as somebody else and get two totally different results. And that person may even be better than I am in a particular space, and I get a greater result, not because obviously I'm better at it, but because I understand spiritual principles, because I understand what it looks like to have faith and expectancy. Like I walk around literally like, okay, any day now, any moment, some amazing things are going to happen to me. Right? I walk around like, okay, I already have millions of dollars in the account. I walk around like, oh, I know that person's gonna be my friend, that person influence. I walk around like that because it's already done inside. It's part of who I am at this point, right? Does that mean I don't have moments where I feel a certain way? Of course. But I don't stay there. I don't reside there. Remember, we started off talking about where we live, where money lives, where prosperity lives, where joy lives. They all live somewhere. They live on a certain frequency. So either you're going to choose to elevate in your thinking, elevate in your frequency, in your energy, or you're going to stay here. Nothing good comes down there. There is nothing good down there. So that means we have to raise it up. How do you raise it up? By what you're listening to, by what you're saying, by the people that you are around, what you spend the most of your time listening to. How consistent are you with personal development? Like I see people all the time, they get excited and they'll go and they'll listen to a couple of books here and then they'll leave. Or they'll come and say, oh, Sharita, I know I was supposed to read it, but I didn't, and make excuses. Well, there you have it. If you're not doing anything to deposit in you new thoughts, new ideas, you're going to sit here with the same old crap that was not working in the first place. That's crazy. That makes absolutely no sense. So when someone tells me I don't have time to read a book or listen to an audiobook, I already know what type of person I'm dealing with. Praise God, Catherine. I already know what kind of person I'm dealing with. So now, since I know what kind of person I'm dealing with, I then know how to deal with them. Right? Because that person certainly will not be in my inner circle, right? You cannot make excuses for why you are not where you want to be. Because now, especially now more than ever, you have an opportunity to learn whatever you need to learn. You have access to a whole bunch of information. There are no excuses. We're not lacking the ability to learn or have opportunities. That's not there anymore. Everything that we need is present, even from the spiritual side, right? Because I said earlier on, God has already, past tense, God has already blessed us with all things that pertain to life and godliness, right? So all the blessing that you need, all the opportunity that you need, all of that's already done. You already have them. They're done in the spirit realm. You have to tap in. You tap in to where they live. And naturally, they have to come down. They have to be attracted to you. They have to make way. As you prepare for it, it comes. So there are people right now that are waiting for you to write the book so they can buy it. There are people right now that are waiting for you to start that restaurant so they can buy your food. There are people right now waiting for you to show up in your highest good so that you can help them. Just like Catherine just said, you're helping me right now. I had to show up in order to help Catherine and anyone else who's going to be blessed by this live stream. So imagine if I did not show up, if I decided to stay in a place of wherever, there was somebody that was going to be lacking something because I didn't show up. And the same goes for you. What do you need to be doing today? Hey, Rosa. What do you need to be doing today? Who do you need to be becoming today? What post do you need to make today? What post do you need to take down? Thank you, boo. I have my Miami lips on, y'all. In fact, segue into this here, my lips are sponsored by Mogul Cosmetics. We took a quick little commercial break real quick and show you all. This is Mogul Cosmetics. I'm gonna do a video about it, but since Rosa brought it up, and I'm wearing the red lip, and I really like it. It's a liquid matte. Y'all see that? Hopefully you can. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all about that another day. So Mercedes says, what about lack of financial means at this time? I have few ideas, but no money to invest. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Mercedes. So in the same fashion that I spoke to you all about what you want to manifest, people coming and bless you, it's the same way you can attract money to you. See, people think that, well, I don't have the money, so it can't get done. That's not true. I cannot tell you how many things I did and I did not have the money for it. I'll tell you, there were times where I was like, okay. In fact, I think I shared this story many times before. This was like 10 years ago, or maybe 13. I had been introduced to a company and my friend told me about it and she was like, you need to start this business. I saw the product and I was like, oh yes, I'm doing this. Now, at the time, I had like no money, okay? I was getting unemployment. I think my unemployment at the time was like $234. Okay, so $234 every week, and I had to pay my rent and pay all my other bills. How many know I ain't have the money? But I made up my mind. I made up my mind and I said, I'm joining this business. Period. I was willing to take the little money that I had and join that business. My heart was already there. My mind was already there. It was already a done deal for me. I wasn't trying to figure out, oh, I don't have the money. It was done. So before I could even say that it was, what my financial situation was, it was already a decision I made in my heart that it was going to happen. So my friend's like, this is what I'm going to do. I'll pay for you. I'll pay half of it. You pay the other half. I was excited. I was like, okay, sure, praise God, bet. Mind you, I was already willing to put it all out and be without lights. Disclaimer, Sharita is not telling you to not pay your bills. That is not what I'm saying. I am sharing my personal testimony. Somebody type right now, Sharita's personal testimony, okay? Somebody type that right now, because I don't want nobody talking about Sharita said that I don't need to. No, Sharita did not, okay? And so that night, we went to a meeting, right, about the business. And so I go there, I'm excited, I'm looking good. Nobody knows that I have no money. In fact, I think it was like maybe a week, 2 weeks or a month right before that time, I was homeless. I had nowhere to stay. So I had finally moved into my own place, right? So we're now at the meeting and there's an opportunity now to share your story or something to that effect. I don't even remember what it was. And so while I'm there, I share my story. You know what happens? One person says, oh, I'm going to give her the $300 to start the business. Somebody else says, oh, I'm going to give her $500 worth of products to help her launch her business. And I was like shouting, I was screaming, I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious right now? And this is what I tell you. It's not about how much money you have in your hands right now. When you understand that you can tap into where money lives, when you understand that there's a frequency that you have to tap into, there's a faith that is inside of you that says, I have all things, that I can do all things through Christ. When you have that mindset, that belief, and that faith, you are the magnet. So because you are the magnet, you attract the money and or the opportunity and or the people, as the title says, that are waiting to bless you. So imagine if when my friend brought to me the business opportunity, I did like most people and said, well, girl, I don't have no money. I just moved to my apartment. I'm on unemployment. I only make $234 a week. I can't do that. I'm going to wait till I get myself together. I'm wait till I get a good job and then we'll start the business. Imagine if I would have done that. I would have never gone to that meeting. I would have never been able to start the business for free, let alone have somebody else come and bless me with the actual products to launch my business. It all came from me tapping into what I already knew was mine. It all came from my faith, my belief, and my decision. I made a decision that I was going to do this thing and I was going to win at it. Remember, I told you winners see it. Winners know they're going to win. Winners are intentional, right? There's a certain mindset that winners have. There's certain ways that winners win. See, most people would have looked at me and said I wasn't a winner because I only made $234 at that time a week. I knew I was a winner. I didn't need to wait for anyone to affirm me. I could have said, oh my gosh, Sharita, you were just homeless a month ago. You better go sit down somewhere. No. I went to that meeting looking fly. Walking in there, mind you, in that meeting, there's a whole bunch of people making a lot of money. Okay, you hear me? A lot of money. And I walked in there like, yo, I'm one of y'all. And you know what happened? That very same month, that man who sold, him and his wife, who sold that the products that I needed to launch my business, this is when I was living in Atlanta at the time. I came to New York, I launched my business, and in my first month in that business, I literally did over $10,000 in sales that first month. So it doesn't matter what you have in your hands right now. What matters is what you have up here and right here in your heart. That's what matters. And what you have here. What are you speaking? What are you speaking? That's why when people come to me and they tell me things like, oh, I can't start your business. I don't have $99. Or I lost my job. Or I just whatever, all these excuses. Da, 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 da. I understand where they're coming from, but I can't relate. I understand where they're coming from, but I can't relate. Because I've been in worse situations and a lot of them have. But I made a decision to make something happen. What decision are you going to make? Are you going to decide to be the person that does not have money right now, that's going through financial situation, so the ideas, nothing doesn't work because you have no money? Or are you going to be the person that decides that regardless of what situation I am in, I always win. I'm going to speak what I want consistently. I'm going to constantly feel and see myself already established, and then knowing that it has to come, that my expectation is already there. I expect it, so it has to come. I expect it. Now, sometimes, if you ever ordered something, UPS may tell you it'll be there by 8 o'clock. FedEx may say by, 3 p.m. And sometimes the package is late. Sometimes the package is late. But either way, the package still has to come to your house. Don't you let nobody steal your package. Don't you let nobody steal your joy. Don't you let nobody steal your opportunity by you going, well, girl, Sharita told me about this business. I don't know if I should join it. What you think? You gonna go ask another broke person? Girl, why would you do that? Don't let other people steal your opportunities. Set the expectation, set the standard, make the decision, and rock with it. Come on, Mercy, that's my girl. That's how you do it. Does that answer your question, Mercedes? So listen, I've been talking to y'all for way too long. I did not plan to be on here for a whole 50 minutes. But this is what I'm going to do. After sharing all that with you, what are you going to do about how you're going to change the way you move? Mercedes, you said you had an issue with finances. Okay. What are you going to do about that? I asked somebody that the other day, and they said to me, well, Sharita, I don't have enough money for that right now. So I said, well, what are you going to do with your financial situation? If you don't have the money, what are you doing about that? And they said to me, well, I'm saving. Listen to what I'm going to say to you right now. Saving money is good, but saving money is not creating a stream of flow of income for you. Saving money does not create new money. I need you to get that. Saving money does not create new money. So if you have a lack of finances, the natural thing to do is create an additional stream of income. That's real simple, basic right there. So if you don't have enough, you need to be able to find a way to get more, right? And I have an amazing opportunity that you can literally tap into and start possibly making more today. Like literally, if you so choose, and if you're coachable and teachable, you'll get results, right? I'm a winner. So that means anybody that's connected to me that follows the instructions that I relay and teach and coach them to, they're going to win too. You see Rosa's on here. Rosa's a winner. She was a winner before she met me, and she's winning now, even the more, now that she is partnered with me. That could be your story too, right? It's a mindset. We're talking about attracting people, right? I was able to attract her because she was already a winner. See what I'm saying? And so with as little as $99, I feel like I'm doing a commercial. For as little as $99, you can, you know, let me stop. I crack myself up. I really do. But no, seriously though, you can really start a business for $99 and be able to truly change your financial situation, like literally. And so if you would like to know how you can do that with $99, if you're willing to stretch yourself, if you're willing to be coachable and teachable, I can show you how to do that right now. So get in my inbox. If you're watching me from YouTube, you want to email sharritaleon@gmail.com or send me an inbox on Facebook and I can help you. You said try to raise your vibrations, manifest and pray, and work on procrastination. So let me tell you something, Mercedes, before I tell you, do I have permission to be brutally honest with you? Let me know, because it's Coach Sharita showing up right now, right? And the coach does not always tell you what you want to hear, but the coach will tell you what you need to hear. So if I have permission, I'm going to say it. If I don't, that's okay. We can move on. We're going to end this live stream. So I told all the people that came on this live stream with me earlier, if you stayed on, you're going to have an opportunity to win some money, to get some money, right? I already said I was going to give Catherine some money. Now, to those of you that went from the beginning, here's your opportunity. Because a lot of folks got off and they just missed out big time. What was more important? Going and watch some TV or getting some personal development that could change your life? See, that's a mindset thing. And that's why a lot of people are not winning. That's why. But that's just my, okay, yes, I wouldn't have it no other way. Awesome, Mercedes. Okay, so I'm going to dissect what your last comment was, okay? So you said you're going to try to raise my vibration. Eliminate the word try from your vocabulary. I told someone this just yesterday. If you try to do anything, you're almost never going to get it done. Trying gives way forever and incompetence. Trying gives you access to create an excuse and not get something done. So when you try to raise, it didn't work today, I don't feel like it, I tried. No, you're not going to try. No, we do it. So I want you to rephrase that. And you're going to say, I'm going to raise my vibrations. In fact, say, I am raising my vibrations. I am. Present tense. I am raising my vibrations. I am manifesting and praying. Right? I am. I'm not going to try to raise my vibrations. The moment you try, it's not going to happen. You're going to go right back to where you were. And they say you're going to work on procrastination. I would start with confessing that I'm not a procrastinator. And you know, I'm going to say this last thing and get off because I've been on too long. I've talked about this before in the past. Procrastination oftentimes is a cover-up for fear. So what is it that you are procrastinating about? And when you really analyze and evaluate that issue that you're procrastinating about, a lot of times it's underlying fear. That's the actual root that shows up in the form of procrastination. I'm giving y'all too many good stuff for free. Let me get off of here. So, all right, this is the question. Whoever, so I want to do that this time. Let me see. I might be on here too long trying to have people to figure it out. This is what I want to do. Whoever, how do I want to do this? You know what? I'm not. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick somebody. I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna pick somebody. I'm gonna cash out you. All right. I thank you all for watching. Again, if you would like to partner with me in my business and let me show you how to create an additional stream of income and have fun while doing it, honey, get in my inbox and I will show you how to do that. And after that, I think that's pretty much it. So I thank you all for watching. Oh, I forgot. I have a weight loss challenge going on too. I got the I Got 5 weight loss challenge where you can get up to $5 for every pound lost within the first 5 days of you being a part of the challenge. So if you want to know how to join my weight loss challenge, where you can win up to $5 per pound that you lose, make sure you inbox me and I can give you more information about the challenge as well. All right? All right, y'all. It's been real. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, only believe until the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
I'm a millionaire, money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.